What's up, guys? Tim in the North, back with another AoE2 map. This one is a little bit different. Normally I probably wouldn't have uploaded this one, but as you can tell from the title, there was some salt here. So my opponent in red is Eat Feet. Interesting name. Not sure if they have an OnlyFans, but that's not what we're here for. But you can see immediately my opponent opted to not look for sheep and decided to start scouting. This frustrated me at the very beginning. I don't know, stealing food. I don't know. I shouldn't say I'm against it because I totally lamed somebody's boar and Haboob by like last month, but I don't know. That's just like, you know, get your sheep, leave my sheep alone, right? So I do believe I lose some sheep here, and well, in general, I know that he's over here and he's trying to eat my sheep. So I'm determined to win this one now. Bringing the boar in on my end. Let's see what my opponent's doing. My opponent is also bringing their boar in. Same time. I've started being a little bit more aggressive with bringing the boars in. A couple people I watch on Twitch, I noticed bring in boars very early, so I'm at the point as soon as I see the boar, I'm trying to bring it in. So I feel like I've lost all my sheep, or I figured that they've already been scouted and gone, so I'm trying to chase down the sheep that I believe I've lost, and there they are, 2 of them. So I'm trying to get them back. I'm in panic mode. I'm just trying to watch how much further I have on this boar. And I'm going straight for the boar now because it's faster gathering and I'm gonna need it since I just lost 200 food with 2 sheep. At this point, I don't know how many sheep I've actually lost. Excuse me. So I'm kind of in panic mode. I'm not gonna, call GG yet, but I know that I'm at a disadvantage right now. So bringing the second boar in here. I am ahead on Vills at the moment, just by 2. Idle TC almost 56 seconds, which I think is what, 24 seconds per Vill or whatever. So I have a 2 Vill lead. So my opponent, is feeling pretty good. Got extra sheep. I'm trying to scout whatever I can here because I'm like, hey, they came over pretty quick. Maybe there's something floating around. No luck on my end, right? So second boar is about to go at 16 Vills. Opponent is 14. I'm at 64 food, but there's a lot of food in our hands here. 280 right now, so we're close to getting ready to click up. I am going to drop something for the berry soon. I have these Vills here on this sheep, mainly because I didn't want too much bumping around, even though they were under the under the town center. So 10 Vills on berries here, pretty wild. My opponent has a buffet of chop. He's back in my base. He's feeling pretty good. He's like, I own this place, right? Yeah, I'm salty right now, I can tell you that. But anyway, like I said, didn't realize what I had still available to me. I kind of just ran over there to see what I could take. Fortunately, my opponent didn't see these 2. Obviously would have taken them as well. But yeah, just scouting around. I'm at 400. I'm wanting to click up. I got a lot on berries. Excuse me. But opponent has a minute 28 idle time. So I just hit 500, clicking up. My opponent's already clicked up. Already still eating sheep. I think that one's mine. Anyway, just coming back, I'm like, you know what? I gotta get extra food here because I don't have a lot of wood. I want to wall my base off, and I'm already putting farms down, so I'm not in a good spot here. And like I said, a little frustrated because I don't have the food that I normally would have. So I do want to start pushing the ibex in here. Not really sure what I was setting up this lumber camp here because I need to get more wood coming in. Pop in 6 on berries. My opponent's putting his barracks down. I don't have enough wood for that, so I'm pushing the ibex in now. Which is a good source of food, right? It's 140. It's hunt, so it gathers faster. But you know, already having some complications pushing it in. Put my barracks down, hoping to you know, get through feudal age without dying at this point. It's pretty clean push from here. I think I just pull these two. Maybe I pull a farm or two off. Can't say that I remember. Alright, it's just 2. So we go back and grab the next one. Let's see what my opponent's doing. Has a wood line here. There's a wood line back here. 10 on berries. Ate those sheep up really fast. And I think we have a scout rush coming. So 2 scouts coming over here. I'm trying to get walls down. As you see, I'm very low on wood because I'm still trying to feed my people and keep the town center running. You know, it's math on, you know, having enough food income to stabilize for the town center, but also, you know, having enough food come in so you're not stuck in feudal age till your death. So scouts are building up here. Not good for me. Zoomed in there. There's a stare down on Hold Hill here. Gonna be joining the graves of my ancestors, I guess. Also, I don't know why people like this map. Arabia is incredibly cruel in terms of map generation, at least. At least for the last few. This one's not bad. Having 2 wood lines pretty close, and a third not too far off. I just had a match a little bit earlier. I had 1 wood line that I was like accessible, and I had like this obnoxious looking base. All right, we got a showdown here. A couple pokes, and he fakes me out. Fakes me out, and he's coming for this wall, and he is absolutely getting in, and he is going to start doing some eco damage. I throw some houses down here to try and protect these wood cutters. You know, I'm idling right now. I haven't lost anybody yet. Kill death ratio. A lot of idle time on my opponent still. We are going, ooh, very close with the 1 HP dream. 4 HP dream. Another 2 scouts go down. This guy's not gonna make it. So one death for me. It was a fair enough exchange. I want to put a tower here in case that happens again. So I'm trying to finish off walling on this side of the base. I think I did find these 2 sheep. And that's why these guys were standing over here where the berries were right there. I think I pulled it down. But anyway. A lot of idle time for my opponent. Also a lot of idle time for me. Panicked a little bit with the scout rush. What can you do? Opponent also trying to finish up walling. Has some space back here and right there. Everything else looks solid. I'm still wood starved, but I'm not starving. I have a ton of food at this point. Probably overshot a little bit in the panic, but that's okay. We can absolutely spend that. Okay. Palisade walls coming down for my opponent. Nice square maneuver there. Looking good. And yeah, trying to bounce back even on Vil counts. I have more military, but that's just because it's Halbs and Cavalry Scout. 3 minutes idle time for my opponent. Two in the queue, I got one. I'm just trying to trickle at this point. I don't want to go crazy because I do want to click up. I just have to get a second building down. What do I need? Holy, just what? Oh, the blacksmith. So a nice cozy little setup here. Finally finished walling that. These trees take it to the wall. So I think I end up taking palisade walls to here, and then probably a couple buildings here. But overall, not a bad base. Like I said, this one a little bit more generous on the map generation. My opponent probably had a lesser desired setup here. 2 trees in the back, and your all structures up in the front. Probably worked out in my favor a little bit. Opponent clicked up the castle. I've also clicked up the castle. You know what? If DraftKings ever comes out with the ability to bet on AoE matches, I can tell you all, you can probably bet 100% of the time that my opponent will click up the castle age before me. I can't figure it out. I don't know what it is. I don't know if they're idling more than me and that's what's allowing them to have more food, but I am absolutely terrible at my timing for fast castle. I cannot do it. But yeah, 17 on wood, 13 on food. I want to see, I thought I was going archers here, but maybe not. I think I'm leaning heavier towards just getting enough wood still. Not really sure what I'm doing. My opponent has finished walling off with that market in the back. Solid structure here. This corner seems a little flimsy though, right? My gold is definitely a risky area for me. I've not finished off. I have 878 wood. I should absolutely be able to wall this off. What am I doing? Probably looking at my Apple Watch that's telling me, hey, you're probably gonna have a heart attack soon. Your heart's much higher than it normally is. So, second town center coming down for my opponent. Looking to boom. Good amount of food coming in. Can definitely run 2 town centers. But you gotta run on the first one though, right? So, camels it is. I'm gonna get that monastery down. 2 stables. I have a decent amount of food coming in. I've pivoted a little bit back to food. 2 on stone because I had gone tower here and I want to get another town center up, which just dropped right on the gold and trees. Nice position here. Also, it's the opening, and I know that some people wall their bases so the town center is where the opening is. I'm still not really comfortable with that, but that's what I'm going with here. A 3rd town center for my opponent. Right on top of the gold. Probably would have put this right here. This way you're a little bit closer to the trees, but hey, we're 800, almost 900 ELO. Castle here to defend, I guess, this town center. Probably would have put this right here, but what do I know? Uh, 5 minutes for my opponent. It's got villagers coming in now, so it's steady at 5. 12 queued up. I'm not as generous with the food straight up front, so it is what it is. But my opponent's a pretty strong position here. Like I said, not a big fan of this castle. Like I said, I probably would have dropped it more back here, or would have put it somewhere over here. Because like I said, palisade walls will keep you out in Dark Age and early feudal. It got enough going on. Throwing axemen. Building up some military here. I'm also building up a little bit myself. I have some camels here. Love the camels, love the sound. Sounds like a zombie. Second castle for my opponent. I'm big old stone 12. I was just kind of trying to get enough to get another town center going. Although, you know, I haven't been very aggressive with castles lately, even in arena. Not too aggressive. I'm going for relics. You know, just put that extra gold coming in, so I can, you know, keep a steady flow of camels coming in, because we love camel. Have the university going down just so I can, you know, eventually get up to Imperial Age. That's a pretty good castle right there. Opponents coming in. I don't know that they're on Halb or Spearman, Pikeman, whatever, you know, version they are. Pikeman. And I have another town center coming down. And I'll critique myself. Probably should have put this right here. I think I avoided that just because I already had people on a wood line here, but probably, you know, could have done a little bit better positioning with that. It's alright. 7 units here, and my opponent's feeling bold. He's got a favorable matchup. I now notice the pikes, and I'm like, okay, so I have camels. Maybe I can just kind of like, you know, overrun them enough, or at least take out the axemen. One camel's already down. It's a genocide. Second camel's down. Third camel's down. Fourth one's down. I have more camels coming in. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I haven't thought about an archery range yet. But I do win this exchange. It's a little bit costly for me though. And I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? Let's if that's what he's gonna push, let's see what we can push back. Here we are, going to this corner of the base that I've said at least twice now that I feel like is a pretty weak holding. So we'll start attacking there. There they are. There's the archery ranges, just so I can deal with this pikeman. My opponent's putting up houses here. Smart move. I like it. I do it quite often. So, you know, I gotta agree that's the right move. But those camels are feisty. They're feisty. Nice walls, stone walls coming up, but I'm in. It's time to abandon ship. These are angry camels. They watch their cousins die, so they're thirsty for blood. There's the town bell. I pull back just in time, and you know what? I'm terrible at managing cavalry units. I just feel like they're sloppy when you put them on, like, you know, hold position or whatever. Archers, I have more camels coming up here. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on in the back of the base here. Opponents clicked up the imp. It's my my sluggish economy keeping myself from clicking up. I did buy some stone here, put the castle down. Interesting. Remember I was talking about maybe maybe you should put a castle right here. Pretty close. Took this exchange, probably not great for me. Again, sacrificing camels. I do have more coming up here. What else am I doing back at home? We're smashing gold. I got a third town center like we saw earlier, but I haven't set the rally point for it. Haven't really done anything with the archery ranges yet. Probably should. But I'm coming for this hole again. That sounded weird. Probably shouldn't have said that. Don't report me on YouTube. These axemen don't stand a chance against the camels. Where do you think they keep all the axes at? He ain't got pockets. Dead. Alright. So, I'm just trying to, you know, get rid of a house here, just putting them on something so they don't go running into the town center. But a lot of idle eco time here. The town center's idled, mine's idled. My opponent is definitely frustrated right now, and I can tell you that that is visible later on. But anyway, still just kind of booming at home. What, 50% of the eco's idled over here? And I'm sending in more camels. My opponent's got trebs. I probably didn't even realize that they had clicked up the imp just because my adrenaline's like thumping this hard. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I think I got enough camels to take this. And then I'm like, no, I don't. Let me get on this hill and see if that, you know, improves my odds. And it didn't. Still a very costly exchange for me, but this idle eco is huge right now. I have archers. I'm clicking up the imp and there's still archers. But I do have more camels coming in, right? So that's good. 68, 69 vills, 65 for my opponent, but a lot of idle time for them. This gold feels safe, so, you know, that's what he's on. I just killed this, so obviously my camels want to die now and they run into the town center. This is what I mean, like, I can't stand using cavalry just because they always want to die. So I send them back here to go after the mark, and I'm like, hey, if they're using that, let's take that away from them. So I think at this point I've set the rally point down over here for the camels, because you can see I'm sending bills up front, and I'm dropping a siege workshop. So I want to start, you know, demolishing what I can through here, just because, you know, idling your opponent's great. It allows you to get ahead. But you gotta do a kill shot, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Set the rally point here until I can stabilize in this zone. These camels came from a weird area. It's probably because I don't know. But my opponent's got a treb right here. This is pretty scary. There's an exchange happening here. There's a mass building up here my opponent doesn't really know about yet. But I'm getting trebbed, and these halbs are coming in, and they want to slaughter some vills. I don't know this is going on. I don't know this is going on. I mean, at this point, I don't need to put them in the town center, but I think this is going to go down. I'm just building up more mass here. As you see, I'm trying to get a nice little snowball going. And this town center is dead. My opponent packed it up before it even dropped. How cocky. These guys are just, you know, mining away, and I'm over here playing Sim City. I have some archers, or not archers, crossbowmen. This is a slaughter. All this gold is gonna get dropped on the ground and forgotten forever, because I wasn't paying attention. So maybe I did notice it, and that's why I'm sending the camels back over here now, right? Need to take care of this, because I'm putting a watchtower down. Again, still struggling with this. I have a chonker on the town center. Let's go. Just out of range here of the, you know, protecting the town center. Like I said, if you would have dropped it here, probably would have got me. This got cleaned up, or at least it disappeared for now. It disappeared. They walked over here. Did I kill that treb? I guess I did. Or maybe he pulled it back here. Anyway, let's go back. I have another chonk coming in. Knights are starting to show up. Bad spot for the crossbowmen. They're dead. These vills are coming in. They're like, we need to get some extra arrows coming in. They're trying to repair, and it's a losing battle for me. And this town center will stay up. I need to put some houses down because I'm, trying to, create a little bit of a wall, but also I'm just trying to spam some units. I have another town center dropping here. And, I put them on the farms. They die pretty quick. Another market coming down for my opponent. This elephant didn't stand a chance, neither do the camels. I need to get some more archers in here, so, that's why I'm dropping the archery ranges. My opponent massing some vills here, probably trying to take this gold. Unfortunately, these guys didn't see this. A little bit of a pause or a break in the storm here. This monk is doing God's work, filling up my units. They have 17 halbs. I mean, 13 camels. I have a ton of food, a ton of gold, and a ton of wood. This is something I've gotten a little bit better at in coming videos. But a castle is coming right on my wood line here. Sending vills down here, and we're fighting Tony the Tiger. Tony the Tiger wins one. We'll lose the second one though, right? Yep. All right. So back to this castle. This castle sucks right now. It's definitely gonna pull my attention, but we do have some action up here. There are a lot of camels on the screen right now. I also think they are upgraded. Heavy camel, yes. I have a monk in case I want to try to convert something. This market probably doesn't stand a chance. Also, the knights don't really stand a chance against the camels. This is trying to, break down one of the houses. A lot on gold there. So, we got some crossbowmen. They want to take out these halbs. My opponent has clicked up to Cavalier, and I've also clicked up to Imperial Camel Rider. Let's go. They're a little husky. They're 160, right? They definitely stand a better chance against halberdiers, but still don't want to take a one-to-one fight there. So there's a lot going on here. I took out these walls just to, kill visibility over here. Another castle coming down for my opponent, right on top of the gold. I send these guys straight to the town center. And I'm like, the archers should be able to take care of a lot of these halbs. And then the cavalry is coming right for the archers. So I send the camels right to those, and then, I save, how many? 24 crossbowmen. Another castle coming down. Castles for days. I'm just throwing these camels under this thing to see if I can just disrupt this castle a little bit. A little bit of chaos going on. I don't think I've put stand rounds, and these guys are just getting eaten alive by castle fire. Still nothing going on down here. Pull back. And we're going for some armor for cavalry. A lot on gold. 32 on gold for my opponent. Still trying to break a wall. If this is me, I'm putting some production buildings here to try and push through, rather than just using the castle as a defensive position. So yeah, that probably would have been a game changer right there. I do have these camels coming back because I've dropped the castle here. Sorry, I took vision away from that. I have a chonker there, and I want to save this. Does he save it? Does he save it? He saves it. Chonk is going to keep husking away at that castle, and I got a Treb out. Some cavalry coming in. Again, not a great matchup for my opponent. The Halbs are in the back. They're going to get eaten up. Wow, this Halbs still just do so much work. This castle is going down, though, as the second Treb comes out. My opponent is definitely in danger here. Both the town center and the castle at this point. I'm done throwing resources at this position here, so why not take it out from the front? Another chunk goes down, but we have 3 Trebs out on the field. That town center is already gone, so might as well go for some production buildings here. These archers will definitely clean up the Halbs as more heavy camels come in. This gold has been consumed. This gold is about finished with all those guys on there. Yeah, so again, still floating a lot of resources. I'm low on gold. I have a trickle coming in from the relics, but I'm definitely gold starved at this point. So if a push would have happened from here, definitely would have been a GG for me. Probably could have just sent something in through here. Didn't even need to really do much damage, right? But a lot of attention and focus is up here. This Treb has overextended. That Treb will go down. We have quite the battle happening here. This guy's like, screw it, I gotta go for one of the Trebs. Hero dies on the battlefield, unsuccessful, and we do mop this up. So these buildings are now down, and these castles are now in danger. Some movement down here by my opponents. What could they be doing here? Anyway. I would say a fairly strong position for me. I have units up in the north. I have another Treb coming in. These 3 castles don't stand a chance. 4 Trebs. Archers are gonna protect against any Halb showing up, and I have just a handful of camels to take care of any business that shows up like this. It's a strong holding right here. These castles are in danger. My opponent is very far behind on score, so as you'd see, we're just we're hiding. We've lost the war, so now it's time to just see if we can quit. My opponent wants to quit before finding me. Tony the Tiger is on the loose again. But yeah, so we are going to speed this up. My opponent has in a way called GG without calling it and resigning, right? So we are at this point, I'm just like, you know what, I need to take down as many buildings as possible. I don't want them to reboom in case they're gonna reboom, so that's why I'm going for the town centers. I'm still not thinking like, hey, they're hiding. Just trying to cram more units into a corner. What to do, and it's funny looking at it like this. Like they're all just hiding, chilling in the corner. They're salty. They're very salty right now. They're like, I stole his food in the beginning. How could he have all this? Oh man. Like and now I'm sending scouts to find out where any like position might be or stronghold. So yeah, they didn't see this. I think at some point I realized the score is not going up, and it's probably at this point here. I sent these castles. I sent these trebs down here because there was this castle here. I think my opponent actually deleted the castle. Eventually I do say something about this situation, right? So I find these vills, go 1-1. And it's just it's a slow massacre of watching family and friends die here. It's terrible. This isn't necessary at all. So, I'm a little annoyed at this, that my opponent's gonna make me find all of the villagers. At some point I start putting down watchtowers to see if I can like expose as much of the area as possible. I'm trying to just find any gaps that I can at this point. We'll try to keep an eye on moving red targets here. These are just tigers. I'm just trying to clean up whatever I can to annoy them with the bell going off. Most likely though, my opponent's like walked away from the computer at this point. They're like, I'm just gonna hide my units behind trees, but I have small trees on when I'm playing, so they're very easy to see. So not a great tactic. But clearly they're here. They're moving units around. More cavalry coming up here to see what they can find. Some of this map is probably still not exposed to me at this point, and I'm just trying to see if, like, you know, there might be a reboom. But you know, with the villagers hiding in the corners like this, I know that they've thrown in the towel. These ones are being set into a grinder here. I must have clicked them and asked them to come up here, but Tony the Tiger's on it for me. I'm gonna take care of some business and hold them up. And these guys are gonna get cleaned up. Palisade wall's gonna go down. I think we're just down to this last little bit here. Yep. They're just trying to spread them out as much as possible, I guess, to have a much smaller footprint on the map. I don't know. It's weird, right? Like, oh, I'll put 3 here. I'll put 11 over here, and then let me take the remainder and let me see where I can hide them. And I did my best to destroy visibility for my opponent, so, you know, they could walk into military units at any point. Yeah, it's interesting, right? So this is why I had to upload this, because like I said, normal matchup, it was okay. There wasn't like a great exchange of back and forth, but the salt was real in this one. You know, you steal my food in the beginning, and I'm gonna make sure I hunt everybody down. I'm not gonna leave. So creative move here. Going to this little oasis, trying to hide in the water. Interesting. This you're gonna see some vills coming out. Like I said, I start putting some watchtowers down because I'm now heavily watching the mini map to see if I can see any red moves and take care of that. We can speed this up a little bit. I think I know how these masses die. I see them when I'm walking around here. I send them to the back, clean these guys up. We only have this group here, which is it's interesting, right? Because this tower comes down. I obviously clicked to the corner here. I'm like, all right, let me just park something here in case they decide to come down in this little alleyway. I don't think I seen enough here, because I definitely would have clicked these. I drop another watchtower because I clearly couldn't see these corners, or I would have sent the camel this corner. So this is the part that gets interesting, right? Because obviously my opponent is only looking at this corner of the map right now. It's all they have left. They can see some of this stuff in the wall, but obviously I see this, and they start trying to kill these vills to hide more. And that's the GG. such a weird matchup. Yeah, like I said, not really normally what I would upload, because there wasn't really like a great exchange happening or anything crazy. But yeah, you know, salt and hide. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was kind of funny. It was funny to get through and play. But yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And you know, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Like I said, feel free to like, comment, consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.